right, guys, this is gonna be deck profile because Kamon, he managed to top his regional, and the more impressive thing about it is that he started with a round one game loss, and he's like, "Clear mind, bro. Let's get this done." This was in Philly, a Philly regional. He took adventure synchrons, 10 rounds, and let's just get straight into it. All right, come on, there you go, bro. So what did you do?
I went undefeated at the Philly Regional the other day. I got 6th place only because I got a round 1 game loss because we got there late. But no one beat me, bro. I got a round 1 game loss, and then round 8, I got a draw. But hey, undefeated nonetheless. Technically, hey, no one beat me, bro.
You good, bro. You good. That was insane. So you went to the Philly Regional, and you came in late, and you just went in. I'm going in with the game loss, accepted my fate, and let's see wherever the cards will guide you. You're like, let's go.
Pretty much, I was just like, I came here for fun anyway, and to help my channel grow, regardless. So I was just like, let's see what happens, and then I just cut through everything because no one knew. Well, the thing about Synchrons, no one knows what to really hit besides Speeder, but we can chain block and make him unaffected by everything. So like, I was ripping the 4 cards out of everyone's hand all day today. I was saucing on people all day, bro. It was kind of crazy. It was cool because everyone thought I was on Snake Eye because of how I built this deck. I made it 50 cards, and I'm playing the and whatnot. So everyone thought I was on Snake Eye, but like, it was crazy. Everyone's face was just like, what is he playing, bro?
So they weren't like stopping Witch. They were waiting for like Snake Eye Ash.
Literally, they were waiting on Ash the entire time, and then when I summoned Jet, they was like, "What is he playing? What's going on?"
Oh my god, that's crazy. So let's go over your rounds first before we get into the deck profile. So there was 10 rounds of Swiss. We know the first round was a game loss. Who did you face round 2?
Round 2 was Exo Sisters. It was crazy because game 1, the dude opened up D-Fissure. So I'm just like, I'm cooked. But then I was like, oh, wait, I'm not cooked. I play Adventure. So went right. I got the stuff. I normal summoned out like a Jet. And then I got Draco back. I bounced it back. And I was like, Peter here?
Bounce is always like a savior, right? Just because you can like bouncing at Palooza's, bouncing back row. That's one of the reasons why Adventures just held so well at a competitive level. It just gives you outs that typical pure Synchron didn't have, which is
it's so good. I was bouncing back skill drains, Appos, D-Fissures, macro. It was so good. I'm just like, man, this is kind of broken, bro. And it's so free too because it's a non-effect token, so they can't IMPERM the freaking Draco back or anything like that. So
it's insane. So then, what about round 3?
Round 3 was against Dragon Link Pile. It was like Dragon Link mixed with Horus mixed with like Ice Sworn. It was kind of cool, but I kind of lost on him too a little bit. Round 4 was against Rescue Ace, and that dude was mad, bro. that dude was mad. Literally, bro. I summoned out. I couldn't do full combo, so I summoned out Hater, and then I summoned out Dragster because I was just like, my hand sucks, and then I was like, pass. This dude said, I'm gonna nib. I was like, Hater effect, negate. He was like, chain IMPERM. I was Dragster, negate. He was just like. You got it, bro. All right. They said leather hand traps
what did he have banished? What did he have banished?
He had something banned. He had one of his Rescue Ace banished because like he banished it beforehand, whatever. So I was just like, okay, gate.
That's wild.
Like, all right, bro. And then round 5 was against Tier Element. That was my favorite match. That one went to the wire. Game 1, he went first. So he went first both games. Sorry, he went first. No, we made it to the 3rd round. But anyway, he went first the first game. I only had a single hand trap in my hand. I had Valor. He did his full combo and whatnot. He summoned out Bahamut Shark. I Valored that. And he just made a big board. I don't know how, but I came back off of that board, and then I took the freaking round. Game 2, he won because he kind of outgrinded me. And then game 3, I was going first, but then time, it was called, so I had to burn him. So I summoned out Griffin Rider, and I normal summoned out Jet. I synchro summoned those 2 into Starlight Dragon. I brought back Jet with his effect, and then I used Starlight's effect, and then I just burnt him for 500, and I won and tied.
Hey man, so if you got it, you got
it, bro. Had to do it. Round 6 was against Snake Eye. Round 7 was against Snake Eye. Round 8 was against Brandon. That's what I drew against. Round 9 was against Snake Eye. That match was bad, bro. He just opened up terrible, so I just kind of played for free. And it was because on the second game of that, he had a droplet plus a skill drain set. I summoned out the XL Stardust. He said droplet. So then I summoned out the adventure engine, and then I bounced back one of his back row, and it was skill drain. Now we're just like, oh yeah, it's over. Oh yeah, it's over, bro. And then round 9, round 10, the final round was against Snake Eye. It was pretty cool because I think it was Pac's brother I fought. It was either his brother or his test partner. One of those two. But game 1, I went first. I made the XL Stardust, and then I did the whole thing with a speeder. Tried to Wabbin.
Immune speeder?
Immune speeder. And he tried to ash it. I was like, it's unaffected. He was like, oh, cool, no problem. So summoned all my things. I did everything. I said talents, look in hand. He scooped it up instantly. He knew what was coming.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah way.
Game 2, he cooked me because he had skill drain. I had nothing for it. I was like, all right, cool. Game 3 though, that's where it mattered. I went first.
Game 3.
I did my combos, bro. I said summon out XL Stardust effect. He literally said Valor. I said, okay, cool. I used cross out. He said Valor again. I saw the second Valor. I was like, oh yeah, it's over. It's done.
wait. Okay, so you summon SD, XL Sneaker Shorts Dragon. He Valors the effect to revive the jet. You chain cross out.
Yep.
And then he chains another Valor?
Another Valor. I baited out both hand traps. I was just like, oh, it's done now. So then I just made speeder because I had the adventure. And I could still bring back Jet from the graveyard.
By pitch,
so
right?
I was like, it's over, bro.
Oh my god! Put a Ash there. I think it would have been devastating now.
If he had a if he did, it would have been bad. But I still could have kept playing because I did have Rev in my hand regardless. So I still could end it off on the Crystal Wing if need be. But once he used both of those hand traps, it was over. I Mega Ripped him for 2, and then I trished him for the last card in his hand. Top deck, original Sinful Spoils, and it was over. I was like, hey, that's all she wrote, bro.
Oh my god, let's go, bro. All right, let's get into the deck for a while. This is wild.
Right. So
I see some extra deck slots that's not really standard. Playing Scarlet, you playing Trish is a notable one that people mess around with.
Trish won me so many games, bro. It was so crazy. She's so good. I can't take her out. So for the main deck, very standard. Just 2 Stardust Synchron, 2 Rev Synchron, Jet, and then the 1 Assault. I want to play Rev at just 1. I don't like drawing this card like that because now that Baron's gone, we can't just make Baron for free anymore. You know what I mean? So I think he's better at 1. I started out 1 every single game I could because I'm just like.
So, but what made you play 2? What made you think, oh, I want to play 2 today?
I just like playing 2. You know what I mean? he cool, bro. Look at him. That's literally all. I was just like, oh yeah, Rev's cool. Cool peeps. Play him at 2. But yeah, going forward, I'm going to play him at just 1 if I can because it feels a lot better. Because like, even if you do draw him, it doesn't matter because if you get speeder, you can still make Crystal Wing. The plays I'll do, which I'll show after this, it's super easy. And that's how I can hand rip. And the deck is cool because everyone thought I was on Snake Eye because I'm running Legends in here. So it's like, oh, I'll stop this and that. Last cards is the 1 Trail and then the 1 Junk Savant. You need this guy. He won me so many games because this is how you get into speeder for free, essentially. And then you can chain block for your Stardust guy. That's pretty much it. That's why you play him. And then Trail, that was a good card.
It's just search it off Jet Synchron, yeah?
Yes. So you go Chain Link 1, XL Stardust, and then Chain Link 2, Jet. I would go effect Jet. They was like, everyone literally said that has a effect. I'm like, effect.
Everyone gets surprised by that effect. But I think generally, for future reference, generally because you need that servant to get to your hand, I usually go Jet effect 1 and SD effect 2. Because if they have Vader Imperm,
normally I would do that, but I'm always scared if they have either Valor, Imperm, or Ghost Ogre. You know what I mean? Because everyone is running Ogre. So that's why I would chain block it like this. And if they want to Ash this, that's fine because I'll usually have the Venture Engine anyways, if that makes sense. So that's why.
But then in that case, you wouldn't search because if you get Impermed, then you can't pitch to pair with the Adventure token. So that's
of course.
So I think that's just generally what's been something I've been doing a lot is making sure that I insulate the search. Because if you're doing the search, then you obviously didn't open up with adventure, right?
Yeah.
That's usually the case in most cases. But that's just something to know, I guess.
I did it that way because I had talents always. So then I would make them waste a hand shot. Because how my hands was every single game I was doing it, I always had ways to go into speeder. You know what I mean? So even if they stopped two things, I can make speeder. And since I had talents, I could rip cards. So I was hand ripping them for a lot of stuff, no matter what. I was still playing safe though. But I get what you mean. I'll probably do it that way next time. But the monsters I was playing is 3 Fenrir. I was playing Tengu at first, but I was just like, I don't want to play Tengu. I want to play Fenrir. I like Fenrir. This guy won me so many games. It was this augmentation. It was 3 Fenrir and then 3 Black Witch. This is why everyone thought I was on Snake Eye. My hands where I saw Wanted and Fenrir, I was just like, oh yeah, I got full combo. I didn't lose a single round when I had that combination. It was so cool. So I would go Special Fenrir, I would go Effective Fenrir to search, and they would go, okay, cool. And then, I would go Draw Phase Wanted, you get the Black Witch. Summon out Fenrir effect, search this card. Pitch this, summon out Black Witch effect. If they want to if they want to IMPERM, Veiler, or Ghost Ogre this card, go ahead, bro. But none of them ever did, because they was like, oh, cool, he's on Snake Eye. Then I would get the Sinful Spoils. I would tribute this card, because I want it in the graveyard with like Wanted, all that stuff. And then I would summon out Jet. And that's when they're like, what is he playing? You know?
Yeah, it throws them off.
These 6, definitely mandatory. If Konami hits this card to 1 or whatever, it's still doable, but it is what it is. I like these cards in here, so I'm definitely going to keep them in here as much as possible. Play this over Tengu if you can, bro, because Tengu, I like Tengu, but Fenrir is just way better. He's one of those cards to where your opponent has to deal with this. They got to respect it. And he makes game states a lot easier and simple. You know what I mean? So 3 and 3, 6 in total.
They also facilitate your SD as well.
100%. That's why I like them too. I'm also playing the 3 Water Changers and then the 1 Griffin Rider. Very standard. You play this at all times. I'm actually not even playing Herald. I was just like, I don't need Herald. Herald is good. You can go into it, but it's like, it's so specific. And it's like, you would have to waste a search on this just to go into Herald. But it's like, I'd rather just go into SD instead. You know what I mean? But maybe Herald might be a little bit better because then they can't Ghost Ogre you and stuff like that and Veiler you. So maybe it's a little bit better, but who knows?
I mean, they both have their justifications, ensuring that, because like SD line is a bit vulnerable to Nibiru, because if they don't know what you're doing, if what they're trying to do, then they won't Nibiru you when you use the effective SD, right? They'll wait. But if they know, if they knew, they'll go effective SD, chain Nibiru, then you're cooked, because you lost your token. And you can still pitch for Jet. You can still make it. You can go into a Crimson, but the best thing you can do then is revive. Go Crimson, revive your. Well, Crimson searches Rumble, and then Rumble will search your Stardust, and then make a Crystal Wing. So you end on Crystal Wing a Stardust Pass. But that's not that great.
But
that's the argument for the Herald.
Once today, but it didn't matter because it was I summoned out. I had the SD on the field. Sorry, the Excel Stardust. I had the Jet, and I searched out Junk. I normal summon this, and then that's when he said Nib. I was like, okay, cool, chain effect, single summon, and then I just made them both.
Oh my god, dude!
Because this was the 5th summon, so he would have to do it here. You know what I mean?
And they're like, wait, what? Effect?
Yeah.
What?
After that, it was over. So other monsters I did play, actually, I played a few hand traps. I was playing the Bestial lineup, so 1 Druid Worm, 1 Magnemut, and then 1.
Oh, this is a bit different.
Is actually my favorite.
This is a bit different. Generally, this is not a card we typically play. But why did you choose to play this one in particular?
Bro, these are free level 6s, bro. Free 6s plus a 4. You can make pattern with this. And it's like, I decided to play this because if I fight Voice's Voice, I get low out of here. Or if you fight Snake Eye, you hit IP and they don't know what to do, bro. This card is super, super good. Good against Brandon because
was there ever any time where they were dead?
No, they were live all day. All day. Because even if I didn't hit their back row or their stuff, I would hit my stuff to them. I sided them out against the Rescue Ace guy, but that's about it. I kept them in the entire day. It was just against him because Rescue Ace typically doesn't have any darks or lights besides SP. But then even then, like, it's hard to put her in the graveyard. So they weren't good into that matchup, but it didn't really matter. You know what I mean? Because they're still free bodies. They can interrupt Tier Element. They can interrupt Brandon. They can interrupt Voice's Voice and Fire. And the fact that they're level 4s and you could do it with these 2 to make Patter, or you could do it with these 2 to make the Excel, or do it with these two to make Dragster. You know what I mean? Every single Synchron in here can actually work with them, besides Revolution, obviously, but you don't care about that. So that's why I was running these in here, and they worked.
So that's a tech choice.
Sure, tech choice. Other hand traps, I am running 3 Ash, I am running 3 Veiler, and then I am running 3 IMPERM. So 3, 6, 9. So these 12 essentially the hand traps. Did
you ever consider playing Warner over the Bestials, or like Biru over the Bestials, or like any other hand trap over the Bestials?
I wouldn't play Nib because this won't make any sense, because it's like Bestials do conflict with the Fenrir, sure, and the same thing for Nib, but it's like I don't like Nib this format. I think Nib kind of sucks because none of the top decks loses to a Nib, because think about it. Snake Eye won't lose to freaking Nib. You can't Nib Tenpai. You know what I mean? Voice's Voice summons 4 times and passes. I don't think Nib is good, so that's why I didn't play Nib. Plus, Nib would conflict with Fenrir. These also do that too, but the fact that I can stop you from playing, I think it's still worth playing, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
No, and like I get you.
Very free body, free search, free body, free banish, free moving. This card
I guess
here
it's
is
more
so
applicable.
crazy.
It's more applicable than the Nib is.
Plus, I don't like Nib, bro. I think Nib is just not good right now. So that is it for monsters.
Because like Overtake Nib is combo as well. It's speeder.
So I'm just like, it is what it is. But that is it for these right here. Just very, I guess it's not really standard, but I guess very standard to me.
Well, I mean, it's just the Bestials. Everything else is pretty standard, apart from the Bestials. That's the tech choice.
The spells, 3 triple tactics. This was really good all day today when I did see it, but I low-key wish I was playing Droplet for certain situations, so I might try to incorporate Droplet if I can in the side. Somehow, some way, you know what I mean? But this is really good because the reason why I'm playing 3, this is a 50-card deck, so everyone's going to try to hand trap something, so then I'm going to just tactics you, and then I drew only one time, and that one time it actually mattered because like, I drew into a full combo board or a card combination. And I got the engine going because like my hand wasn't bad, but like, got stopped by like 2 hand traps, not 1 but 2 hand traps. So now I was just like, I'm gonna just tactics then. I'm gonna just draw, and then I drew into more stuff. I was like, cool extenders, and then I just went from there. So
was it like Witch or what was it?
Like I forgot what game. I think it was against one of the Snake Eyes guy. It might have been. It was definitely. It was Witch and it was Enchantress. It was those 2. I remember.
Oh my god! Wait, so what did he hand trap prior?
I believe he hand trapped my. What did he hand trap? He must have hand trapped the. No, it wasn't the Fenrir. He must have hand trapped my. Because this was like hours ago. It was Stardust. I believe he hand trapped that, and I believe he hand trapped. It was Stardust because I had the Fenrir combo plus the Lars combo. He hand trapped that, and I also had the original Sinful Spoils in my hand too. So I must have summoned out something else, and then I used that, I think. I don't really remember, but I remember he hand-trapped me twice. That's all I remember, and then I just tactics him.
That's always nice.
This was, I was gone literally all day yesterday, so my memory, I'm kind of like,
no,
I think he
fine.
did that. I fought so much Snake.
Bro, you went fast.
I went too fast, bro. I couldn't get burnt, bro. I was like, I had enough. I was hoping I would fight Tenpai, honestly, but I don't know. Anyways, I was running 3 Overtake because obviously this
Overtake.
Overtake over tuning any day, bro. This card is nuts. So actually, I think he must have ashed this card, actually, now that I think about it. Because I'm like, yo, what did he ash? Yeah, it must have been this card because like, no one knew what this did. Yo, this is fusion deployment, but for synchros. They was like, what? I got hashed that card. I was like,
oh, you spooked him.
And then with there, obviously, triple wanted. Triple wanted, you got to play at 3. Super good. Activate standby phase or draw phase. Triple right with the Faithful and Draco back. These are really broken. Even when I drew this card, I was good. Even when I drew this card, I just pitched it off a jet. I didn't really care. But drawing these 4 is still super good because this still gets you into your whole engine no matter what. It becomes awkward because you won't get Griffin, but it's like, I was freestyling so much, you know what I mean? Like all day. So it did not really matter. So those, and then the 1-ups, obviously the 1 original spoils, the 1 foolish burial. I got my nice QCR. I was like, I gotta flex it out a little bit. It's funny, I sided this out every single game though.
What do you mean?
I sided out because I was like, yo, I'd rather see my side deck cards over foolish burial, knowing I play 3 Enchantress and then 3 right. You know what I mean? Because I'm just like, I'd rather see those. Because like, what's the point of me opening up with a Enchantress plus Foolish? You know what I mean? this will get me the
combo.
Tantress.
That gives you half of your other combo though.
Sure, but I wanted to see my my side deck cards more. You know what I mean? Because especially going second, you know what I mean? It gives me combo, but if I can't even play or break your board, what's the point of doing combo? You know what I mean?
No, I get that theory. I'm just because that's part of your combo. I would consider setting some of the non-engine for non-engine.
I could have, but I didn't, because I was just like, I'm already manning the freaking Bestials anyways. You know what I mean? I'm manning Ash, IMPERM, Valor, and I'm siding more hand traps also. So I'm just like, I'm gonna get to Water Girl anyways, or other things. So I just didn't feel like Foolish Burial was like needed in the freaking main deck going second, because I knew they were gonna make a very, 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 very big board. And it was funny because I did actually draw the Water Girl every single time. So I'm just like, if I had her plus this, I probably would have been mad. I'm just like, I could send Jet to a graveyard, sure, but then it's like, if they got like Apple, whatever, Jet Effect pitch for freaking cost, negate that. You know what I mean? I just didn't really want to see this going second. Going first, I do want to see it. But going second, I didn't want to see it. So I decided it down. That was just my mindset. You know what I mean? I was thinking different, because I'm just like, yes, this is a good card to see, but my whole thing is the cards are good, but if I can't even play them, what's the point? You know what I mean?
I guess so, yeah, it's just a versatile card, is what I'm saying.
It's a good card. I could have kept it in, sure, but I was just like, I don't really need it like that. You know what I mean?
I guess that's fair.
So one of those, one Illumination, Rumble, and then the one Call By. I searched this off of Crimson Dragon every time, and they was like, what is that card? I was like, you know what Rumble is? You never heard of Rumble? Rumble was broken.
It's about to get rumbled, bro.
About to get rumbled, bro. I brought back, because believe it or not, in the combo I'm going to show you after this, I tributed Crystal Wing every single time. Everything was safe. And then I brought him back twice with either Assault and then Rumble. And then I just passed. So they was like, what the heck is Rumble? And it was pretty cool because I fought against the... I believe it was Snake Eye. It was the game 2. He had a Flame Burge on the field. I had the Scarlight. I said affect Scarlight. He did all the stuff. I said crash. And then I banished Rumble to keep it safe.
Oh my god. That's wild. So you have 10 on engine, yeah? So the 3 IMPERM, 3 Valor, 3 Ash, 3 Bestials, and 1 Called By. Right? So it's, yes. Okay. 50 card gang, bro.
50 card gang. 50 card is definitely the freaking way for this. 40 card is not enough, because like 40 cards, you like open up bad. You have bad like amalgamation of stuff. I don't know why, but 50 cards is just way better.
You end up with peculiar ratios that it puts the deck in a weird position, I think, when you try to keep it at a threshold of 40. Because like then you can cut, I played Witch at 1, Fenrir to 2. So you just start doing some really peculiar things. It's like,
I actually almost played the Souls package, but I was just like, it feels awkward. I'm gonna just play Witch and Fenrir. Almost put it in here. But going on to the extra deck, right? Or you gotta have the freaking tokens here. You know what I mean?
The tokens, bro.
Every time I got nibbed, I was like, all right, where do you want it? And I pulled out my nib token. They was like, why do you have that? I'm like, yo.
What do you mean, bro?
I was like, what do you mean? I know I'm gonna get nibbed. I got nibbed once, but it didn't really matter. For the 5s, 1 Excel, 1 Speeder, and then 1 Jet Warrior. I'm not running the Librarian because there's no real room for it. And you don't really need it, because making a second level 5 besides these two can be kind of awkward. And like, Librarian is good to like, draw, but I wanted to just play other things to where I can clear boards. And I'm glad I did, because those things won me some games, bro. So just these 3 right here, nothing more, nothing less. Don't really need anything else, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's preference. The extra deck becomes preference.
6s is just the 1 Charge Warrior. It's just Charge Warrior. 7s, I put him in last minute, was the Dragster. Bro, he came up and I was just like, oh, thank God I had him,
the
bro. Because like, there's many times when I would have a Bestial and I would have a Jet. I'm just like, I could make a 7 right now, bro. And I'm like, I don't want to play Clear Wing. I like Clear Wing, but I'm like, yo, I got to be more practical. Stopping the Random Fusions, the IMPERM, stuff like that.
Wanted,
FD
Original,
Dragster, so good.
Temple.
Want all that stuff, bro. For the 8s, rocking the 1 Stardust, obviously, and then obviously the 1.
Oh my God, Ghost Rare, bro.
Stardust. Oh, favorite card right here, Ghost Rare, baby. Gotta get the Ghost Rare. These 2 right here, you gotta play both. It's funny because I actually do fight with Stardust if I can, bro. Stardust is so cool. So, and his effect to keep stuff safe is so crazy. I think there was
stop Princess, bro.
It stops Princess, it stops Lightning Storm, all that jazz, bro. So good. So 2 of those other 8s is obviously the 1 Omega, and then the 1 Crystal Wing. The round off is the 1 Scarlight. These 3 are very essential. Scarlight is mainly for time and to actually clear boards. And believe it or not, you can actually force your opponent to do stuff to make your talents live, believe it or not. So if you're fighting against Apo or Flame Birds, you summon this out, you go effect, they're gonna stop it, and then you go talents take or talents draw too. So he's really good for that, and he lets you win in time. So he's perfect for that. You know what I mean? And you make these every single time too, Omega and Crystal Wing. So we're good. The 9s. My baby Trish, yes sir.
Oh my god,
Trish is so good. Doesn't target, bro. You banish 3, or if you're going first, you banish 1 card in their hand. So then you can essentially. So your normal combo with these, you'll always rip 3. If they use a hand trap, you'll technically rip 4, and if you have talents, all 5. So.
Oh my god,
pretty broken, bro. Pretty broken. Ends the 1 Shanging. Super cool to make. I love it because y'all know I'm the Sword Soul guy, so I gotta run him. And the fact that I can banish stuff and moving is crazy. Other 10 is the 1 Blackwing Assault Dragon, and then
what the fuck? You are bro.
This card is sick.
Oh my god.
You can summon this off of if you make XL with Trail. The little token's gonna be a dragon. So then you'll always send Stardust anyway to make it level 9. These 2 are 10, and then I make this every single time.
Oh my goodness, bro. That's weird.
Yeah, I'm trying to win in time, bro. You're trying to win in time, bro. This card is sick, bro.
Who hurt you?
No one. This card is sick, bro. You're not gonna tell me that this card.
I believe you. You got it.
This card is so cool, bro. When y'all see the combo, you're gonna be like,
did you ever do the nuke?
No, I didn't. You gotta understand, whenever I summoned him, they would have 2 cards left in their hand. So technically, if I could have done it, if I let them play, because I have this plus Patter plus Crystal Wing on the field plus the Chang Ying. So whatever. Last card's obviously just Crimson Dragon. So
So then one of the biggest differences is that you're not playing any of the big boss monsters, the Omnis. You're not playing the SMSD, the Shooter Majestic Star Dragon. You're not playing Calamity. You're not playing Blazar.
I was playing the Majestic before. But I literally took that out last minute for Dragster, and I took it out for the Chang Ying, these 2. And I'm glad I did, because you could still make a board with that, but it's pointless to just have a Psychic End Punisher on the field. You know what I mean? He does nothing. I'd rather have cards that can do stuff. Plus, if you want to get that extra negate off, sure, but you're gonna get cooked with like Super Poly or whatever. You know what I mean? Plus, I didn't really feel the need to actually run the Majestic. I like that card, but I was just like, I took it out last second, and I'm glad I did, because Chang Ying came up, Dragster came up, all that stuff came up. So it is what it is. Because like my whole boss monster. Go ahead.
I guess so. I guess something to note whenever you do take this route is understanding why you would even consider this route. And the thing that might not seem apparent is how the pivot points can come up with these particular levels, right? Because typically when you have those boss monsters, you can't go for there's no room for these pivot points, 11 into 8 into 9 into 10. It's easier to get to climb that way than get to your big boss monsters. So of course, the speed it resolves and you build your board, you're winning regardless. But I guess something to know for this particular approach is when you're going second, it's easier to climb into these particular levels because they're not required to have such drastic materials.
Speed
right?
to go off pretty much, because like I said, I was freestyling all day today, and these picks help me freestyle for free. Because it's like, if you want to go with I'm gonna summon Blazar, I'm gonna summon Calamities, you could do that, but it's like it'll get kind of harder. Plus, like, what's Calamities gonna do going second? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'd rather just try to go for these, right? I summoned the
like
assault
gradually get
like,
to like interactive position, right? Gradually get to like a Dragster negate, use that up, climb into a Scarlight, nuke the board, climb into a Dispatter, and that's what you generally like to do.
Literally. So that's why I played it like that. Good explanation. So for the side deck, I low key wanna side Droplet, but not sure when to take out. But I was setting 3 Ghost Bell. I was either I main this. Oh, this is for everything. Ghost Bell is so broken in this format. This hits Voice's Voice. This hits Snake Eye. This hits Branded. This hits everything in this format. Everything.
Over the other cards like
Tempai.
Mourner and
well, Mourner's okay. It's just Mourner's only once per turn. You know, Baylor and IMPERM aren't once per turn, so I could just spam it. Plus,
I like Bell too. I like it because
I was either gonna main deck Bell. Oh, okay. I was either gonna main deck Bell or I was gonna main deck the Bestials. You know what I mean? But I decided to just side Bell instead of just maining it. Because again, I wanted to have that extra body on the field, you know what I mean, and then the search and whatnot. So
to synchro with.
And again, since we don't have Baron anymore, I can't go Fenrir, search, summon out Bell, synchro summon into Baron. You know what I mean? Can't do that because we don't got Baron. If we do have Baron, sure, I'll put Bell in the main deck. But Bell was super good all day today. It hit so many things. And actually, believe it or not, if you guys didn't know, if your opponent goes any of the Bestials, you can Bell it. And if they summon Magnemut and go Magnemut effect, you can Bell that because Magnemut searches from deck or graveyard. So if you want to Bell that, you can Bell that, brother.
I just like how you can hit Lab with this card as well. Hitting Lab.
Oh, yeah. I didn't run into a single Lab, and I'm very, very happy. So you just do the monsters. Spells, 3 Cosmics, very standard. I didn't really side this in because I didn't really need to because I fought like a lot of Snake Eye and whatnot, so it's not going to do too much. 3 of those. 3 cross out. I only sided this in at the final round. That was it. No, I sided in multiple times today, but I just didn't see it. I saw it in the final round though. So 3 cross out. It's just so I don't get hit with like Valor, IMPERM, and stuff like that. Ash Blossom. That's literally all it's for. But that's also actually for the D barriers, which everyone did side in, but I was ready for it just in case. You know what I mean?
Oh, so I'm assuming you're siding barrier.
For the others, I sided the one barrier also for it too. Other stuff. Double thrust because again, when I do get hand trap, I can search. I can just, if my opponent's going first, I usually search for right or any of the normal spells that I do need, and then I play. And other targets for this is the 1 Storm, the 1 Duster, the 1 Evenly, and then obviously the 1 D barrier. Going first, I usually side in these 2 or these 6 right here if I can. You know what I mean? So stops the hand traps. If I do get hand trapped and I know what I'm fighting against, I can set this card and then I win from there after I hand loop you. That's the whole point of that. So that's what I took to a Philly and I got 6th place with. Very unorthodox.
No, if it makes sense, there's a bit of theory to that. I'm generally doing the same thing, except I side 3 tactics and 3 cross out. And whenever you go first, you just put them in, side out almost every hand trap, and you'll be fine.
Oh, yeah. Whatever works.
Well, did it, bro? That's insane. That's like the thing I sent you earlier. That GIF. You can rest now.
Oh, I can rest now, bro. It's over, but it's not really over. I'm gonna probably keep playing this deck. Probably make some new stuff because when the new set comes out, Bell Droll's gonna be in the format, so we gotta kind of get different. So I might cook up some other stuff a little bit later with it. And for right now, I can rest, bro. Oh, cool, bro.
All right, then, Kamon. Did you have anything else to say before we wrap this up, or do you want to?
Follow me on YouTube at Kamon Yugioh. If you want to get this super cool solo leveling mat, you can go to Dueling Guard and use my discount code Kamon5. Get 5% off, etc. Follow me on social medias, all that stuff. And that's about it, bro, honestly. Thank you for having me.
All right, Kamon, bro. Appreciate the deck profile. And once again, great job. And see you guys.
See you later.